Hello and welcome to a special showcase version of The Future of Housing, a programme from the Chartered Institute of Housing and ITN Productions.
Everyone should have a place to call home. The housing sector had its challenges before coronavirus, but the pandemic quickly brought them all sharply into focus.
The failures in our housing system were simply made more apparent when you see the impact that the pandemic has had on some people who are insecurely or unaffordably housed.
For more than 100 years, the Chartered Institute of Housing has been the home of professional standards for the sector. We've been finding out how the housing industry has risen to some of the toughest challenges in its history. From providing affordable homes,
if it wasn't for this development, I think I'd really struggle to find an affordable place to live,
to tackling mental health problems.
What we're seeing now, as we come out of lockdown, is an escalation of need. We're seeing reports from the NHS that the numbers of people, particularly those with severe and enduring mental ill health, are presenting to the NHS needing support.
And volunteering to help others.
So many people are struggling at the moment, and I'm fortunate enough that I'm not, so I just want to do a bit to help out.
The government has promised to build, but not enough of what is being built is affordable. Nicole Richards is a mental health nurse who was stuck in private accommodation paying ever higher rents, which meant she couldn't save for a deposit to buy. But an award-winning scheme through Rent Plus allows residents to move into a brand new property without any deposit. They pay affordable rent for 5 to 20 years while saving for the deposit to buy their home. And when they're ready to buy, Rent Plus gifts them 10% of the value of their home.
It did sound too good to be true, so I looked into it because I've never heard of it before, and it was quite an easy process. Filled out the application form, got interviewed, and I can't believe that I've actually managed to save as much as what I have done in the year and a half that I've been here. Definitely see the end goal in 5 years' time as well.
The majority of applicants are key and essential workers, most trapped in private rented accommodation.
So these are the groups of people that provide valuable services to our local communities.
London is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, but Sophie has found an affordable flat to rent right in the centre of town.
It's made me have really good connections and friends, and we all really get on, so it's kind of like a really good community, and there's great social events, and it's made me feel like London is more of a home.
The development is a partnership between the Housing Association here and Redloft, a residential development consultancy.
And Redloft very early on bought into Highon, bought into what we're about, onto our ethos, why we exist. And I think that shows through in the developments they've made with us.
Sweeping reforms to the planning system will cut red tape and speed up house building. At the moment, there is a mechanism to ensure developers also build some affordable homes, but there are concerns.
That mechanism looks as if it might disappear under the reforms. We need another mechanism for ensuring that we have what you would call on-site and in-kind provision of affordable housing.
The pandemic has forced the housing sector to speed up their adoption of technology. One digital company uses data to bring an increased efficiency to the legal due diligence process and believes it will be even simpler in the future.
As more and more of this data becomes trusted, then eventually the old way of doing things will be removed and we'll be purely able to have an app on your phone essentially that you can stand in front of any property in the UK and know exactly what you need to know about that property in order to buy or sell that home.
A third of people in social housing experience mental health problems.
I live with mental health illness my entire adult life. I suffer from extreme anxiety, and that leads to panic attacks and being really apprehensive and nervous in various situations.
So CIH and the charity Mind have launched the campaign Shine a Light to help those working in housing and tenants.
The Shine a Light campaign is about raising awareness, in particular amongst landlords, social housing landlords, of mental health amongst their staff and tenants. We've worked with the charity Mind to put together a guide for employers to try and help create mentally healthy cultures.
Innovation agency HACT estimates that social landlords spent $2.5 million in financial assistance directly to people and organisations that support them, and they made 1.5 million welfare calls.
I think when I look across social housing, the role and the importance of social value is becoming increasingly understood and increasingly used as part of the decision-making for social landlords, how they invest their resources, not just in neighbourhoods and people, but also how they invest their resources in new homes.
Thank you very much, very generous. Hope you're keeping well.
Jim is part of BPH's community development team, helping to collect food parcels from staff across the country.
It's incredibly important that we support them in those times because they are some of society's most vulnerable people. It's fantastic. Quite proud actually of the team we're putting together to do this, and it's a really good feeling that you get from helping people. Yeah, I love it.
It's just really great that when we've got a good working relationship with a housing association and that we can depend upon each other in times of crisis.
Across the sector, during the course of the pandemic, what you've seen, I think, is hundreds of organisations and thousands of individual housing professionals just finding ways to get stuff done, because making sure that the people who live in our homes have good quality, safe, secure homes and the services they need is of paramount importance, and we've managed to do that to a very large degree.
Thanks for joining me for this special showcase version of The Future of Housing. All the reports are now available in full on the Chartered Institute of Housing's website. The details are on the screen now. From me and all of the team here, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.